Nick Cannon Mornings on Power 106, up close and personal conversations. Yes, close conversations with people that I admire, that I look up to, that are fixtures in the game. And this man is all that and more, all the above. My big homie, my OG, probably one of the best to ever do it. Legend doesn't even describe this dude, but I like to call him a personal friend. I don't even know how we got him up this early. Todd Shaw, a.k.a. Too Short.
You know how we get up early, man. We stay
Just
up from
don't
the
go
night
to
before.
sleep. Yo, man, we got so much shit to talk about on some real shit. Just
For real,
based
for real.
off of just.
I was just in your hometown, too.
Oh,
over,
you was
over
there?
the weekend.
Word?
Did a little party at Oxford.
Okay.
It was
I
cool.
see.
It was cool.
See, people don't know me and Short go way, way back since I was a teenager. Looked out for me being signed to Jive when I was a kid.
Yeah, man.
And then beyond that, man, you know it's interesting because I've been trying to rap since I was a child. And when I was a kid, there was this dude that lied to me and told me that he was one of Too Short's producers and that he was gonna introduce me to you when I was like 10 years old. This was like 90, and because in I'd be like 88. My first cassette that I had was like official cassette was He's the DJ, I'm the Rapper. My mama bought me Fresh Prince.
Love it.
But the one that somebody gave me was Life Is Too Short. And I played that shit back.
That's life changing.
Like,
hey,
to go from parents just don't understand to cuss words.
You said tape, right?
Tape.
So back then, about my first, 5, 6, 7 albums, you put the tape in. I did this on purpose too. You put the tape in,
right.
If you play side A,
you
never hear a curse word. As soon as you flip over side B, it's like boom, boom, boom,
boom, boom, boom.
Say
ho. Yeah,
and the whole side B would just be like explicit. I did that. I used to do that for like the parents,
Yo, that shit is genius.
Because your parents be like, what are you listening to?
Yo, I was 8 years old. My mom heard me say the cuss words, let them roll. Motherfucking shit, goddamn asshole. Like,
yo, in the world of ass whoopings, I could, I would never, Rich Pryor's Rich Pryor.
Facts.
But I think I might be up there with as many ass whippings. Like, sneaking. We used to sneak and listen to Richard Pryor.
We
if you get caught,
snuck and listen to Too Short.
Yeah, so
get
many
your
people.
Ass whooped.
So many people told me.
You know what it is? Because your rhymes became like those like double Dutch songs and fucking riddles at school. Like you being in the back of the class, like these are the tales, the freaky tales. Like you be saying, I know this. Every girl you named in Freaky Tales was a girl in my classroom. I know this girl. Her name was Yolanda. A rolled baby doll like a brand new Honda. Like I was
good old blowjob Betty and all them. Huh?
All of that shit.
Them,
like
yeah.
you are the reason why I cuss to this day.
So, right, you was rapping at 10?
Yeah, I had
one time you
demo.
told me you was doing stand-up at 10.
I was doing stand-up at 11. I've been trying to get my hustle on like you, man. And, I mean, again, it's an honor to sit down with you. It's an honor to call you a friend. But, man, you are a true mogul. I don't think you get the respect. Because just start off, I don't think anyone's had the career or the longevity as you.
Yeah,
we were talking about this yesterday.
Yeah, I don't
LL was close, but LL don't make records no more.
That stay active.
Yeah, like who else? Like, cause when was the first Too Short?
I was at it before like Fat Joe and E40, but they got the Forever Ever. Snoop Dogg got the Forever Ever.
But you was at it before all of them.
But I'm just saying though.
I like. Let's give them credit. Salute to them. But I remember like Freaky Tales for me was probably the first thing, and that I was like 5.
Yeah, man, I was a grown man when a lot of y'all was young. For real. But
and then today to still be.
I'm a music guy. I'm a music guy. The difference, I think, with me is, you've seen me in the studio.
Yes.
I work on the songs. I don't just come in and write the rap and then leave and and rap. I actually work on the songs.
Yeah.
So I'm a music guy. I was when you was 10 years old on the stage.
Yeah.
I was 10 years old in the band. You know what I'm saying? Like playing drums and stuff. So the first time I ever heard hip hop, I was a drummer.
Wow.
And I heard the cadence of rapping.
Right.
Sounds just like drums to me.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I could do that. So it's just it's just a thing, bro.
And still to be getting it.
But it's I don't know, bro. When you met me, we met each other in the 90s.
Yeah.
And like literally, like I can't see doing anything other. Like I can't.
Because there was a point like you done did the Jordan thing. You done retired a couple of times and came back.
Yeah, I'm in retirement right now. I'm coming back next year.
But we just did a record yesterday, Short. But this is the thing now, and that's why I want to step to this next level. As a mogul and an entrepreneur, you've branched off and made Too Short a brand on that other levels, from freaking toys to cannabis to TV shows.
That's what we do these days because in today's music world, the music is like advertising.
Yeah.
You know, it's not necessarily going to get you the dollars that we used to get when we go platinum. We made a lot of money off platinum albums.
Right.
Now, you know, you get that money off streaming if them streams get up there.
Right.
But they don't necessarily have to be what brings you the big money. The
Could be the
streams and stuff.
conduit. This is the thing that gets you to the bag.
Yeah, if somebody's just out there bootlegging your music and listening to you for free and downloading, they're still a fan.
Facts.
Somehow that money's still gonna trickle down to you.
Facts.
You know, even back in the day when everybody was so down on bootlegging, if I ever see a bootleg, I'm gonna kick over the whole operation.
Sure, it
and break
wasn't like that.
I was like, bro, bootleg me to the world. Like, get it out there. I want to be you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And it works.
And like, you're loved by all.
I
Like,
used to tell people this back when they worried about the where the music goes. I'm like, bro, the poppin'est artists get bootlegged the most.
That's
so
true.
If they're not bootlegging, you
ain't hot. Bottom line.
So, you know, that's how we are, man.
And you're business minded on so many levels. I mean, you got your own compound. Like, you gotta.
I also feel like one of the best ways to stay in the game, and I watch you do it with Wildin' Out, is to keep that youth around you, bro.
Right.
Like,
Facts.
Like, that's what keeps you fly because they'll tell you in a minute. They be like, that ain't fly, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you like, okay.
There it is. And we gotta we doing old school versus new school, so we gotta have you on the next season of Wildin' Out.
Let's go.
Gotta
Versus,
have you.
I like that.
Yeah. You see how I'm putting it up there now.
I like that. Put me against somebody good too.
Yeah. We got like a Bay Area, old school, new school.
I got punchlines, so
come on, we know this.
If I was gonna come do Wildin' Out before,
like you've been to Wildin' Out, just sitting there chilling.
I was like, if I ever come on, because I think you or Chuck, one of y'all asked me like what can't we say? I'm like, don't hold back on me. Go in. I don't care.
Yeah, and that's the thing. You always been an open book. And interestingly enough, just what's recently gone viral on you is, and this is interesting because we talked about this before, and now it's a whole new story that you're a father now, man.
It's real life, yeah.
But we was like, man, that's a cold pimp right there. That's somebody who really just maintained being about his business. But then now you're a dad. Is life
like
changing for
game,
sure?
Yeah, the game has been so good to me. And I speak of the game like it exists, like it's a person.
Right.
And not talking about the game, the rapper.
Right. The actual game.
Yeah.
The soil.
The universe.
Yes.
And the game has been so good to me, man. And I kind of like, I believe in all that karma and all that stuff. And I put a lot of stuff out there.
Yeah.
Like, but those songs, man, Freaky Tales.
Yeah.
And the game was like, you know what, Too Short?
We ain't gonna let you get up out of here.
Take that. Take this little baby girl.
Yeah, the player's curse.
Yeah. So I have to reevaluate.
Really? But Short ain't gonna change though.
No, I have to reevaluate the legacy.
Right.
And as one person, I have to explain. I was never gonna explain to anybody.
Right.
Why I do what I do, but now I have to tell her.
Eventually.
I gotta tell her, like,
See, because being someone else who's a father of a daughter, I feel like I gotta lace my daughter with as much game as early on. So hopefully I can equip her to protect herself from guys like me.
Exactly.
Like at the end of the day,
whatever you do, don't date guys that wear pinky rings.
Yeah. Like I'm gonna tell her everything. She like, Dad, are you going out with another Instagram girl again? Like, she knows at like 8. So I'm like, look, stay away from dudes like me. Like,
wow.
and and I'm equipping her with everything. I'm letting her know, like, yo, you are a treasure. You are a queen. Protect yourself at all times. You are wiser than all of these guys.
My philosophy is just don't be, when you walk in a room, don't be like the lollipop. Don't be a sucker. Don't be.
That's what you're gonna tell your daughter?
Yeah, just don't be a sucker.
Just hey, baby girl, just don't be a lollipop.
Be a boss.
Don't be a sucker.
Walk in that room and be a boss.
Yeah, at all times.
Yeah, because
you talk about this often, from even the word that you made famous. Like and you've gone through the controversy over the word bitch over the years, from it being really controversial to now everybody says it. But even the term where it's like, yo, when you say that, you're not referring to all women.
all bitches are not women.
There it is. Y'all even made a song about it.
Yeah, a lot of bitch ass men out here. You know?
So, but in that thing with how
act like a bitch, bro.
how have you dealt with the true controversy of the explicit lyrics? Because you were one of those guys during that time that they were trying to ban and get rid of.
Yeah, the what was it, Reverend Calvin Butts and all that.
Yeah, they was rolling over y'all shit.
Man, I feel like these words, as we evolve as humans, these words are changing. The meaning is changing. You know what I'm saying? Like curse words used to shock.
Yeah.
Now it's just like on the radio, on TV, and it's like
regular shit.
You know, we took the N-word and made it such a term
that everybody wants to say it now.
Yeah, because I love it when I see white people calling each other the N-word. I'm like, do it. Like,
you don't have no problem with that.
It's cool. It's all good. I love it. But
it's all the energy behind the words. At the end of the day, there's no negativity behind that.
Exactly, and that's the point.
Because
I'm
you
making.
can call somebody something. You can call somebody a pencil if it got the right if it got the right derogatory energy on it. That's gonna be offensive.
But
to somebody.
Women were on board with me from day one.
Really?
Because I'm like, bitch, blah blah, and the first
like it?
The first sentiment was, I like that shit because I know he ain't talking about me.
Right.
That was the first one.
Right.
Now it's like, you know, a group of girls walk in and the first thing they say, hey, bitch, what's up, bitch? That's my bitch. I love it.
And you watch that evolve over the years.
I mean, it's a compliment now if you have the right tone and you say, you are a beautiful bitch. She's going to say, thanks.
She gonna say thank you.
Yeah, depending on how you say it.
It's all the energy out there.
Bad bitch is like a badge of honor.
Yeah, that's true. That's
put that
true.
on. You put that little clip it on with the pen, and it say bad bitch.
And
wear that shit around all day.
And that's all because of you.
I helped. Yeah,
you definitely helped.
I helped. I really, when I see, oh man, it's like you sitting there watching like a sitcom or something, and some old lady goes, bitch, like so many people have said it. I get like clips that people send me. It's crazy, bro.
Yo, you should get.
It's crazy.
You should get 10 cents for every time somebody say bitch.
But you know what I say?
You know how rich you would be?
But guess
bitch,
what
bitch,
though?
Bitch, make me rich.
That's flashback to like Paris Hilton and what was her little what was it?
That's hot.
As soon as you copyright it, nobody says it. You feel me?
Yeah, that's true.
If I trademark it, everybody like, I can only say it, so it wouldn't be as popular. It went. I'm give a lot of credit to Snoop too.
Yeah, because he went to biatch.
And he took it. He gave it to pop culture.
Right.
I was too sure. I was like, bitch.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Talking that shit.
But now it's like it's across the board, man. It's around the world.
Yeah.
Like
you turned it into a business.
I was in Japan.
A bitch business.
I was in Japan and a dude started rapping in Japanese, and the
Oriental
last thing he
bitch.
said was "bitch." I'm like, what? So we there, man. We there.
Global. You turned it into a business, and we're gonna talk about your business. That you're doing many big things. We talk about this all the time, and I'm happy it's taking off for you. But before we talk about that business, I want to talk about the world's oldest profession. When it comes to something that you put me up on game, to be honest, I would have to say you, Donald Goings, Iceberg Slim, and probably Ice-T.
And some of your older relatives.
Oh, we ain't gonna get into that. People in my family. But even then, because
the cloth.
I didn't know what pimping actually was, even though I have legitimate pimps in my family. But I didn't understand what it was until I heard a Too Short
Speculation would have to say that the first pimp and the first hoe possibly could have been probably a father-daughter.
Ooh, that's dark, Short.
But you know why?
That's very dark.
You know why? You roll up. Let's just.
You talking about other cultures? I see where you're going with it.
You roll up. You like, I have 42 goats.
Yeah.
And about 10 head of cattle, and I just want your daughter.
Yeah, and that's how exchange of
you
property, or how kingdoms are made.
You go, no, I'm gonna need 50 goats.
Yeah,
and you come back with,
and you get
8 more goats.
Because even when you think about the ideas of marriage and creating society,
can I have your daughter?
It's king. People used to get married. It wasn't about love. It was about, I want my kingdom and your kingdom to coexist in a peaceful existence. So we're going to take this woman and this man and put them together. So now our nation has grown even bigger.
Exactly.
So, and that's where marriage, that's where all of that stuff was created. But that ain't the type of shit we talking about right now. So
okay, next
we
phase.
talking about the track.
So next phase, I mean, even like I heard stories like even like
it's
like,
biblical pimping.
Yeah, like even like let's take like the Wild Wild West.
Right.
It's you talking like kind of 1800s.
Right.
Slavery is kind of fresh. But
Right.
then at that time, you still had really slick black pimps.
Yeah, they talked about it.
You might be at the salon. You see it in the movie.
Yeah.
The salon and the girls and you drink and you go upstairs. But it was a brother sitting over there.
Collecting, patrolling.
You know, Leroy was sitting over there.
Leroy.
Watching everything go around, playing cards like, okay, count, ching, 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 ching.
And
then
when
he pulled off, he had the nicest horse. He had the plushed out carriage.
And he was taking care of his women.
And it wasn't
as it was a commodity.
You know, hey.
Now we're sitting here justifying. There's gonna be people watching this and like how misogynistic that is. And you guys are sitting here justifying, even though it's all factual, and this is the oldest profession.
There's a mathematical equation to pimping, though, bro.
Oh, please do tell, Short.
So it comes in many forms.
This nigga gave us a history lesson. Now we in math. Next you're gonna be telling me pimping is science.
The economics of pimping, bro. Like you're sitting there, okay? You sitting there. You a female.
Yes.
And we know about the bad side. The bad side is when you're a female and some guy comes up, hit you in the back of the head, go, you gonna sell your pussy and give me the money.
That's horrible.
That's called gorilla pimping. And
the pimps don't believe in that.
We don't condone that.
Yeah, at all.
And
if your tongue is slick enough, you never have to put your hand on a woman.
There's another situation where here's a young lady. She's the life she's living at this moment is it could be home is horrendous.
Yeah.
Things are happening in the home that are like really like, just against her.
Right.
And she's trying to get away from that.
Facts.
Or take like a low budget stripper.
Right.
So she's somewhere like Portland, Oregon.
Misguided and undecided.
It's 800 strip clubs on the same block, and she make about $97 a day.
She don't know how to campaign.
So I'm telling her.
Let me do some marketing for you.
Yeah, I'm like, look at all the work you put in with these tall ass heels.
Yeah.
If you was to like lay sideways and get off them heels.
I'm sure. Every woman in here is looking at you now like, God damn it, he's right.
But I'm saying economically, if you line up hookers and say,
right.
Why are you doing this? They will each tell you a story why.
Right.
And very seldom will that story be because he made me do it.
Right.
You know what I mean?
She was already doing it.
I know.
Now, because what the point I was going to make, as two people here sitting here that have daughters, and knowing that all of this energy
I would tell
is
my
out
daughter
there,
everything I just said.
Because it's the game.
Yeah.
So how do you say, all right, I've helped be a conduit to some of this energy, but I want to keep that away from mine.
It's all about the tools that our parents gave us. Like
right.
you have to take those classes, go to camp,
right.
Join the band, like you got to get your kids
show
doing
them other
stuff.
things throughout life.
Opportunity.
Right.
Opportunity is the answer to all this stuff.
But it's also about, because even one thing I tell my daughter, you can't judge.
You go to Skid Row right now and give out opportunity.
Yeah.
You're going to change the homeless situation in L.A.
Right. So, and it's not, who am I to say that this profession is better than any other profession? We all being hoes to somebody out here.
Yes, there's a pimp and a hoe in every situation.
In every situation.
Which one are you?
Which one are you? If somebody is paying your bills or you're providing a service.
You ever seen a hoe? I hate to say it like that. You ever seen a hoe pull up in a G-Wagon to her house?
Plenty.
To her house? You know what? Can we talk, Frank?
Yes, man, because we wide open here.
Do you know what these hoes are doing right now
what
out
they
there?
doing? Tell me short.
They're walking around with applications on their phone saying, you want to fuck?
Wow.
Cash at me right now, bro. Let's go.
Wow.
Pay in advance.
It's that serious.
Yeah.
And they getting G-Wagons out of that.
Man,
it's a real profession. So do you believe that pimping is on an all-time high right now, or things are changing? Basically, because we know the paradigm has shifted from the Me Too movements, from all of these type of things. That
pimping is the art of pimping.
Right.
Is different than like prostitution. Prostitution is forever.
There's no way around that.
It's forever, ever.
But pimping and pandering, and that's
the pimp's role. Like you really have to be a manager. You have to be needed. Like a lot of times it's that mental, bruh.
Right.
It's that mental. You can give a certain chick.
Right.
Even guys, I'm saying, but like we talking pimping.
Yeah.
You can give a certain chick all the money.
Right.
You get $1,000 a day.
Right.
And she still ain't gonna get an apartment. She still ain't gonna have a car.
Misguided and undecided.
I don't know where the money's gonna go. She gonna have a lot of clothes.
Right.
She gonna live in a nice hotel room.
Chanel bags, Birkin bags.
Like you pay $200 a day for a hotel room. You can't get an apartment.
Right. It's so to say all of that, because we're going back to the energy, because we sitting here, we know many people of the life. We know people that have become victim to the life as we speak. We know people that are locked up for
people that benefit
trafficking and all of that. And
that's a terrible side too.
Because that stuff is a horrible situation. We wish that on no one. But then we know people who have really benefited from the lifestyle, got out the game, and even someone like yourself as a storyteller, you've told stories of the game, but you know different than anybody who's directed sexually explicit films to someone who's told some of the greatest tales, from Boogie Nights to whatever movies that we talk about.
Explicit comedy, whatever.
How do you say, all right, now as a father, I got to get that message out there and still tell the truth, still be honest, but still be responsible?
I think even before I was a father, if you listen to the songs, I was always saying to women, not be a hoe. I was not degrading. I'm just like, I'm giving you a scenario of the situation that she's in.
Right.
Analyze the situation and determine where you want to be in that. Do you want to be that or not?
Right.
I have a lot of women that came to me and they just said it was educational.
Yeah.
To be able to live through a Too Short song, a hoe's life, and go, I don't want that life.
I don't want that at all.
But how about this one? I'm at the club. A chick walks up to me, doesn't say her name, doesn't say hello. She hands me $1,100 bills and says, "You the reason why I'm hoeing." And that was a thank you.
Yeah.
And walked away. That really happened.
You was virtual pimping.
That happened. She was like, "Thank you."
Wow. And you know what? I'm gonna say this, and people, it'll probably be a little controversial. I believe that you have women empowerment messages in your music if people tap in the right way. I'm gonna say "Don't Fight the Feeling" probably was one of the first battle rap songs I heard on wax, and you lost, in my opinion.
I let them
Them
win.
broads got you on that record.
I let them win.
They were talking all types of shit. They were talking about
my
your
mama,
teeth,
my mama.
your mama.
Hang me from the umbilical cord.
Yeah.
What?
They bodied you. What? First of all, what happened to them? Because they was ill, and then
well, one of them is Tamara Goyen. She books comedians.
Oh, word.
You might have come across her.
Yeah, that's crazy.
It was two chicks on there, and Tamara was one of them. People know.
If you're not up on Too Short's "Don't Fight the Feeling," classic hip hop record, one of my favorites. Well, again, it was probably the first time I ever heard a male and a female on wax going at each other.
This was the scenario.
Yeah, tell me how this came about.
I say to them, "Let's do a song."
Yeah.
You guys gonna write your own part. I'm gonna write my part. It's all about this older guy who's pulling up in his car and he's trying to flirt with you.
Say ho.
And he's trying to flirt with you. I didn't say that at first. My first version was, "Hey, you looking good? What's up, little sexy something?" And then they came in the studio, "Nigga, please, you provoked me." I'm like, whoa.
Well, so you was going light.
Everybody in the studio was mad for me. And I'm a music genius, bro.
Yes, you are.
I immediately, my verse was really nice about flirting with these chicks. Their verse was like fuck you.
Wow.
So I was like, dudes was like, "Man, you want me to slap him? You want me to kick him out?"
That got real.
I was like, "No, I'm going to rewrite my verse.
Wow.
We're gonna make this a song." And then, so I rewrote my verse so it really fit in.
Right,
I'm talking more shit.
Right.
They come back in. I come back in. They come back in. I'm like, they still got me. So I called in rapping Forte.
I
was
am
like,
the rapper that they call Forte.
Back up.
Yeah.
So that was classic.
Yo, still to this day, one of my favorite hip hop songs.
That song is about 7 minutes long. It just goes.
And it's one of them ones that you don't change it at all.
I'm gonna tell you, songs like that, and I don't know if I'm gonna say this right, but I think I noticed this. Certain Too Short songs like "Don't Fight the Feeling," "Shake That Monkey."
Yeah.
It's like a hoe pass. It's like you a lawyer.
Yeah.
You got a master's degree. You was in trial this morning.
Yeah.
In your long skirt.
Yeah.
And that "Shake That Monkey" come on, you pull that skirt up
and get to it.
And it's like you get to do it. Like you don't have to hide and do it. If "Shake That Monkey" come on, you could be a hoe for 4 minutes.
Yeah, you got this voyeuristic type of music that really gives people an opportunity to explore those sides that you don't get to do every day. It's escapism.
Exactly. So
if you ever need me to explain this to the people for you, I got you, sure.
So so I'm saying you can sit in your car by yourself and cuss your ass off and get into that world. I'm telling you, it's the most sophisticated women with the most unbelievable things they do for a living.
Yeah.
And they love Too Short. And I'm like, what the? Like how?
Man, it's one of those things where it's the energy that's around it. It's the forbiddenness that we're told that we can't do, that we get to explore that side.
How could you be a mother of 3 and say Blowjob Betty's? I love that song.
How you think they got them 3 kids, sure? Yo, so going to your new business, man. Let's talk about your new venture right now. I'm loving what you're doing in the space of cannabis. I'm loving what you're doing with your whole compound. Let's just lay it all out there.
Well, you know, in the world of branding,
yeah,
I have a pretty solid brand just in the state of California alone.
Yeah,
so
facts.
California is big business in marijuana.
Yes.
And you can say anything about any time, any era, anywhere on it, but in California,
Yeah.
Too Short is a solid brand.
Yes.
So,
Facts.
you know, why not get into the business? And I wanted to, take baby steps.
Yeah.
So I'm starting off with these little half a joints.
Okay.
Little pre-rolls. They're like not full size.
The short dogs.
The Too Shorts.
The Too
Short
Shorts.
sticks. But the thing is, in the marijuana world, because I got my card. I'm legal as can be.
Yeah.
Even though it's legal, I still got my medical card.
Right.
But you know, we smoke that good weed on the streets. We smoke that good weed.
Facts. It's California.
And when I go to the dispensary, I don't want to taste none of this weed you got. Where the best at? Top
Yeah.
shelf, top right, top left. Where's that?
Yeah.
So I'm going straight for the best. So when I got into the game, very recently, I haven't really done any cannabis stuff except, you know, I perform at all the cannabis clubs.
Yeah. Facts.
Leave there with a bag full of weed. But
Right.
but when I got in it, man, I'm like, I need that quality, man. I need for what. If I'm saying checked out this product, I want it to be something that
The
I
best
would
of the best. Like you said,
indulge
it's
in.
branded.
So you know, I hooked up with some folks that got some good ass weed, and it's just the tip of the iceberg, man. We going to the next level on all of it.
Yeah.
But it's
Shouts out to Green Holdings, making it all happy.
yeah. The concept is like everybody like let's sit around and smoke a blunt together, pass the blunt around. I'm like, no, I'm a player.
Right.
I'm gonna sell you this little joint that's got a powerful punch,
Right.
and it don't even have to be a whole joint. It's a half a joint.
Right.
And you smoke that thing. Smoke it and watch what I tell you.
You're going to be all the way there.
Watch what I tell you.
And then I love the fact that you're taking it where it's like you starting obviously with the product, but you got the content around it.
Mm-hmm.
You got your entire movement, cameras on you at all times. Was that by design as well? Is that like, because I know from being in classic films like Menace to Society to our future project, the Yay Area that we working on, you've always been somebody who knows how to figure out how to diversify and
Keep it
entertain.
player, man. Keep it player. So you got I picked the pre-rolls because I felt like that was an area where it's not a lot of quality.
Right.
I even heard there's
Especially when it comes to pre-roll.
There's somebody on YouTube that busts down pre-rolls and analyzes them.
Yeah,
and they're
yeah.
all,
Trash.
man, like they're talking about spider webs and stuff inside
Yeah,
there, all
yeah.
kind of stuff. So I just I really I'm just such a weed guy,
We know.
that yeah, I'm a weed smoker. But I don't smoke blunts. I smoke joints.
Yeah, yeah.
So I'm like, if you're gonna roll like me, I got a joint in my ear right now, don't I? Yes, I do.
Yeah.
I have a joint in my ear at all times.
a Too Short.
It is very much so. But like I'm saying, right, the brand, the California brand, though,
Yeah.
the marijuana,
It's a lifestyle.
yeah, it's in the celebrity world of marijuana.
Yeah.
There's not, think about it, bro.
You and Snoop.
Yeah, but there's not a lot of quality
Right.
attached to like, the best weed out there is like got little fruity names and stuff. And
Yeah.
it ain't like Snoop Dogg's cookies.
Yeah,
it's
yeah.
just the cookies. You know what I
Yeah,
mean?
yeah.
So if a celebrity's gonna get into it and endorse a shitty product,
Right.
you know what I mean? That's
Nobody wants to do that. You want your name to be attached to things
but
that really
in
matter.
the marijuana world, at this stage so far, if somebody came to you like, man, I want to give you your own strain. You like,
Yeah.
man, how much money? Like, you
Yeah,
ain't
yeah,
really
you wanna
like,
figure it out.
you ain't necessarily looking like, let me
be
check
a
the quality,
scientist.
let
You
me-
ain't gonna get into the laboratory.
You're
and
like,
see.
yeah, I got a weed deal. I got my weed out, but I'm sitting there like, bro, I need
You
to
focus.
know what it is.
So it's gonna be. It's you got Too Short grow ops.
You remember?
You focus like that.
You remember when the moon rocks came out? That's
Yeah.
that's like drugs.
Yeah. Facts.
That's it's stuff.
It's
I'm like,
other shit.
I could have went that route too. Like, make me something that just knock you out. Like, I want to.
We're
Nah,
glad you didn't do that.
nah,
Short.
I'm like, let's go.
You more
organic.
chill than that.
Yeah, but keep it player.
There it is.
Like, you really could like hit a little Too Short stick and be like, going back to work.
There it is. Let's talk Oakland for a second, and then that takes us into the Yay area. It's a project that really, I got you and E40, and I feel like you two are probably the biggest fixtures in the Bay Area. Cats that are still active, the foundation. And I wanted to tell the story of drugs, but in a way not necessarily from y'all perspective, using y'all stories, but how the government approaches it, how the average American that may deal with what we call the Yay area and living these lifestyles. So we're telling a real interesting story, but really touching on things like we definitely ain't snitching, but we telling how the game really operates and how the Bay being one of the number one drug trafficking areas in all of the world.
But it's the Bay. It's the water that gets, if you got an open lane to that ocean, you can get a lot of stuff. So the Port of Oakland is the major, man. Like you wonder why does a city like Oakland allowed to have a football team? We got 3 professional franchises. The Warriors just moved. Yeah. The Raiders are moving.
Yeah, y'all done ran all them up.
And the A's, they mad. But at the same time, all these years we've had this, and this little ass town of population under 500,000. Wow. We have to be the smallest city in America that has a big reputation. That has
most powerful.
That has these sports franchises, and we've 5 minutes. A bridge separates us from San Francisco. Yeah. In any other area, the metropolitan area would get a football team or a basketball team. We got
a few.
How does Oakland rise in the shadows of San Francisco? And there's only one answer. Yeah. It's the Port of Oakland. Yeah. Like the Port of Oakland is busier than the Port of San Francisco. Yeah. The Port of Long Beach is busier than the Port of LA. Yeah. And Long Beach, it's
that's real.
A big little city.
And then the energy that comes out of Oakland from everything from the Panthers to the women's rights movements and
Oakland was where they founded the Black Panthers.
Yes.
It was also where they founded the Hells Angels.
Yes.
How does this little town do this? I don't know.
It's an amazing energy, and we want to tell all of those stories, and we're going to put it out there through the content. You've been putting it out there for years.
You know why the pimping is big in Oakland?
Tell me.
Because the Oakland Army base, and then right next door, the city next to Oakland is Alameda, and it's the Alameda Naval Station. And right up the road is a city called Fairfield, Travis Air Force Base.
Wow.
You know what all those military guys went on the weekend?
Pussy.
Somebody had to provide it. You go to Oakland, get your fix, man.
Wow. So you just laced this with so much game. We are here having a close conversation with my OG, Too Short. It's real, too. No holds bars. We ain't doing nothing. We shoot straight from the hip. That's why I got my vest on, Short.
I seen that when I hugged you.
Like, this thing is really good. It's a real vest. Teflon. Because it's time for the firing squad. I got some straight questions. Okay. No chaser. You answer them how you want to answer. We do this with everybody. Feel like this is going to be a breeze for you.
Okay.
Loved or feared? Which one would Too Short rather be?
Always loved.
Really?
It goes way further.
Really?
For me.
Okay.
And I had a lot of reasons why people would be scared of me, like coming up in the crowd I ran with. Yeah. But I never used that. And I know people say they respect you if they fear you. Yeah. But they love you if they love you.
But they say in psychology there's only really 2 emotions. It's love or fear, and everything else spawns from that. So It's like you either leaning on this side or that side, and you saying you lean on to the love.
I walked through this world by myself.
Facts.
Walked up in the grimiest places with $50,000 worth of jewelry on. Right. Didn't know nobody in the building. Right. And I got out of there because of love, not fear.
Not fear. Wow. It's powerful. Speaking of fear, Too Short's greatest fear.
Now?
Right now, to this day.
Is walking around the corner and seeing my daughter swinging on the pole.
Wow, that's from Too Short. That's my greatest fear as well. But the man,
I don't know who said it. I think Chris Rock, one of the comedians said, "Your job is to keep her off the pole. That's your only job."
The pole. and that's a lot coming from you. You know how ironic that is, Short.
I'm saying I've been a student of life, and a lot of daddy issues in the strip club.
Indeed. So you don't want that to happen with yours. Spend a lot of quality time with
a lot of strippers in there talking about, "Oh, I love your gray hair."
That's a real game right there. Best piece of advice that you've ever received?
Don't forget to have fun. That was on the threshold of becoming a celebrity. Wow. And an older celebrity who forgot to have fun reminded me, wow, handle your business, do your job, but just don't forget to have fun. Like, you know the angry people.
Yeah.
You see them backstage
That
in dressing
energy.
rooms, and they're angry. They're just angry.
No matter how
they're
successful
angry at
they
the
are.
people that handle them. They're angry at every situation
Just
they
mad
step
at
into.
every goddamn
they're angry
thing.
at whoever's on the phone. They're yelling. Like they're just mad.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hey, you're like
You're
elite
living
celebrity.
an abundant life.
Enjoy it.
There's other shit to
Because
be
it
upset
ends
about.
quickly, bro. It
Yeah.
ends like, you know that one, we walk in the room,
Yeah.
and like, oh, Nick, what's up? Hey, Short, what's up? And then somebody else like, you don't know me? You know what I did? You got to tell people what you
gotta
did.
give them your resume.
So, you know.
Worst piece of advice you've ever received?
The worst piece of advice I ever received, damn. I'm thinking of like a.
Oh, you never had some real bad shit come your way.
Yeah. I'm trying to think who told me. Oh, I'm gonna tell you some bad advice. This is really bad advice, man. Like, it came from Barry Wise.
Oh, we know him.
Barry told me to make this really X-rated album. It was called You Nasty.
Is that the one where you was naked or the girls was naked on the cover?
So
I remember that.
So we do this intricate photo shoot.
I remember. I know a couple of girls in that photo
We
shoot.
bring out porn stars and all kind of stuff. And for some reason, every so often, this picture resurfaces of me at that photo shoot with the girl's butt
naked.
And it looks like I'm spreading her butt open.
Yeah.
And every time the ass-eating subject comes up, somebody throws that picture in with a meme or something.
Yo,
like, bro, I don't want
the album was fire though.
But I don't want to be in the eating ass like poster boy.
Too short. Eating ass. Yo, shout outs to Barry though. He's a very rich white man that we made us a lot of money.
Yeah, yes, sir.
And making decisions all over. All right, we're gonna lighten it up. Favorite movie all time?
My favorite movie, I would always say it was The Mac. And I picked The Mac
from Oakland,
not just because it was shot in Oakland, because of the storyline.
Max Julian.
You know, even equally like
stick yourself pretty.
Equally like Superfly too. That whole.
I like The Mac better than Superfly personally.
I like the Mac story, but then Superfly was like
shot better.
Yeah, it was a little bit better flick.
Yeah.
But they both were about beat the game, get in the game, and don't let the game destroy you.
Right.
Because it's going to destroy you if you stay in it in the wrong capacity.
Facts.
So even to this day, right now, man, like if you really a youngster, you took the time and watched these little old whack movies or whatever you want to call them, it's a lot of knowledge in there, bro. Like you don't have no idea that you right now, however you getting that money, but you gotta put that money in a different lane, bro.
Yeah.
You gotta like the most successful drug dealers retired. They did something else.
Yeah.
You know, my favorite drug dealer ever had a job. A very humble job.
Wow.
And was a very rich drug dealer who went to a very humble job every day and never got busted.
There it is.
You know what I mean?
That's the decoy.
Old pimps, what do? Preach.
Yeah, that's all they do. We've seen it happen. It's the same thing.
Go from the whole house to get you a church. And you're like, I was once in the dark.
Short up here. So are you saying it's going to be Reverend Short soon?
Hey, man.
Pastor Shaw?
I don't think I could do it, but my granddaddy was a pastor.
Hey, man, we all come from it.
Might be it. I might be in me. I surely could. My rap partner. I had a rap partner back in the day, Freddie B.
Oh, okay, yeah.
He preached.
Wow.
No, for real. So, you know.
Wow. And they say 80% of all congregations is women.
Yeah, and you there you go.
Real facts.
I didn't want to hear that.
It's all facts. All right, Short. Favorite restaurant?
My favorite restaurant in Oakland. My favorite restaurant has always been Southern Cafe. It was a favorite of my mother's, you know, and a little family joint. Good food to this day. If you go to Oakland, check it out. Let me think. Favorite restaurants, because I could go by cities. I'm a Ruth Chris kind of guy.
Oh, okay.
Do you know why? Because I'm safe.
Yeah. You know what you're gonna get.
And it's like Ruth Chris ain't fancy,
right?
But it's not fancy,
right?
And it's like, you know, good service, but everything on the menu is good. So you go to these fancy restaurants,
right? And
you look at the menu. This is my pet peeve about restaurants,
right?
I gotta Google the ingredients to know if I want to order this. Like I've never heard of.
You know what you're getting when you go to Ruth Chris.
Exactly. You're just gonna get some good food. So I I tend to lean towards the restaurants that, Sir is another one of my favorites. I used to like Sir.
Oh, okay, yeah, that's a good spot.
I ain't been there in a while, but I used to like Sir. Like stuff like that. Good food, nice ambiance.
Too Short's most prized possession.
What is my most prized? Used to be my Cadillac. And then
Now, because you riding Porsches now.
Yeah.
You done with the old
I gave the
schools?
Cadillac to the family, and they went out on the intersection and got the front end knocked off.
Oh, damn.
But it lives on in videos forever, so I feel like it's okay.
The one that's on the album covers and
prized possession right now, because I'm not really a possession kind of guy.
right.
Like you have things, but you don't like worship them or give a fuck.
Yeah.
I don't know. I ride motorcycles.
Yeah.
But in LA, if you watch the news,
Yeah.
they hit people on motorcycles every day
all
out here.
the damn time.
So I stopped riding like a couple years ago.
Yeah.
And I got this Porsche GTS.
Yeah, we seen you in the Porsche, short.
It's kind of like a 4-wheel motorcycle. So I get this sort of satisfaction. Like people always say, "Why do you drive Porsche? Why don't you just go get a Ferrari, get a Lambo?" Have you had those cars?
I have a few of them.
So, just to the listeners, man, like the Italian cars, the German cars,
Yeah.
English cars. English cars are like the Bentley and the
Right,
Rolls
the
Royce.
Rolls.
The Italian cars are the Lambos and the Ferraris.
Right.
The German cars are the BMWs and the Benz and the
Benzes.
Porsche.
Right.
And the Japanese cars.
Yeah.
That like the car truck driver around in.
Lexus.
What is your preference? Because my preference is German cars.
Really? If we go all the way in, I'm gonna go American.
You just saying.
Nah, the Chevys. I got them old schools.
You
The
being
Chevys,
PC,
the Chevelles,
bro.
the Impalas. Now I got the Rolls Royces too, so it's probably either I'm gonna go my Rolls Royce collection or my old school collection.
For real?
I don't like the fast joints. I got them because you're supposed to have them, but
Okay.
I'm a rapper and I got money. So
I like German cars because them the people that got us to outer space. You know what I'm saying?
They also did some other shit. we ain't gonna go there right
The
now.
people that made the Beetle, man, the Volkswagen Bug, man.
I got you. You're on an island. 3 things you can take. You stranded. What are you taking? Some bitches. Some weed. I can answer this for you, short.
Yeah, how about a really? Because I'm not gonna say a hot chick.
Okay. Only one?
I could
Okay.
an intelligent woman.
See, Too Short wants an intelligent woman with him.
Because we're gonna be on an island.
Yeah.
I don't want to be on an
You
island
wanna
stuck with
be a
some
tree.
dumbass bitch with big titties out of that.
That gets boring after a while.
Some weed seeds.
Right? So you can plant.
Yeah, I don't want a bag of weed.
Yeah.
I actually want the seeds.
Smart man. Last thing.
And the last thing that I would need on that island, because
Yeah.
I got weed and women.
Yeah.
That's
Water?
California.
Yeah, exactly.
Surrounded by water.
Yeah. But you got to be able to filter it to drink. You can't just drink salt water. You'll
We're drinking
die.
rainwater, bro. We're on an island,
okay.
man.
Oh, you right? In the rain.
We need the last item. Probably some Crocs or something.
Some Crocs. Not music. Not just some Crocs. So his feet can be comfortable.
Music.
He can make the music.
I can make music.
That's a beautiful thing. And speaking of music, Short's top 5.
I hate top 5s, bro.
Come on, because you Too Short.
But I hate top 5s because I love music. And you top 5.
Top 5 pimps all time.
You
Let's
silly.
go. Let's go. Philmo Slim.
I just have 2 favorites, man. Philmo and Iceberg.
We both love Philmo. We got a picture. It's me, Too Short, and Fillmore Slim.
I was talking about you yesterday.
Ages of pimping.
I was talking about you yesterday. Like, I heard you have an interest in the Iceberg Slim story.
Yes. We about to get
And
to
I
it.
was like, that's a great story, but it's not as great as the Fillmore Slim story.
Oh, I mean, I'm telling the Fillmore story too. I got it.
Fillmore, he was like a musician.
Yeah, still a musician.
He on the road singing and playing guitar and pimping. Like that story he tells about the 20 hoes he lost on Sunset.
On Sunset, and then
And came back
calling
the next
that.
day?
That was my second string of hoes.
He showed up with 20 hoes, and they took all of them one by one in one night.
He made one
and he
phone
came back
call.
the next day with
20 more hoes that was solid.
and everybody respect him. That's a movie.
That's a movie.
That's a cold movie.
So you got Fillmore.
Mm-hmm. I got a old pimp partner of mine. I really like him. His name is Sir Captain.
Sir Captain.
And Sir Cap was I like Sir Cap because he like bought a nightclub and real estate and he
Okay.
was he talked that
Really about that game.
talked that pimp game,
Right.
but But he really, I'm calling right back. He really was a businessman.
Well, they all are businessmen, sure.
But I'm saying you
he diversified.
yeah, you know, my favorite people, man, are the people who get out the game successfully.
Get in and get what you need and then get out.
Like, you know, like you ever heard of somebody who like did like 20 years in prison and came home rich? It happens.
Yeah.
It happens.
Yeah. Smart.
And then you don't never go back. I got a homie, man. He was he didn't get busted for drugs. He did 10 years in the feds. He got busted with like 900-something thousand cash.
Wow.
He did 10 years in the feds, and when he got out, he had 10 years federal probation. And he made it, bro. He made it.
He good now.
He made it. Like, and I'm just like, I respect that so much.
He beat the system.
Yeah,
he served his time to the system.
Exactly.
And then he went above and beyond it.
But I respect that he went in a baller and came out a baller.
Right.
Like,
because many don't do that.
Yeah, and it's
you just took a question that had no substance and put all this fucking weight on it. Short. Last question. And I think I already know the answer. What's your favorite cuss word? Don't disappoint me. Don't come up here and be like, cocksucker.
Actually, like, bitch is not my favorite cuss word.
What?
My favorite cuss word is more like, it's like motherfucking shithead bitch.
Motherfucking shithead bitch. There you have it. It's been an up close and personal conversation with my OG. It's been a real one. Too short. Y'all get to it. The man is continuing to make moves, never retiring from the game. Let's get to it. Nick had him on his own Power 106.